Mystie here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for today we are going to have another Pop-Up Parade figure unboxing and review video, and the character is Belladonna from RWBY. So without further ado, let's proceed to the intro and shing! So since this is a figure review and unboxing video, we will need Mr. Rolling Thingy, and of course the figure that we are going to review for today, which is Belladonna'S Pop-Up Parade figure. And as you can see here, if we are to compare this to Ruby Rose and Wise Shanice's box, it is very wide in the width part, and maybe that is because of the ribbon of Belladonna. And if you want a side-to-side comparison, here you go. So far, I think Blake has the bigger box. And yeah, so done with that, and let's just get it on with unboxing this. And there you go. So this is Belladonna, and I like how it looks. So let's just remove her from the plastic or the clamp. And there are a lot of plastics. So there you go, and the big base, which I am slowly learning to accept since it does look kind of aesthetic with the figure. So here you go, let's just remove all the plastic. And those are all the things that are inside Belladonna'S Pop-Up Parade figures box. And as we can see here, we only have the base, Belladonna, and her weapon is already attached to her body. And I'm kind of worried since the peg or the thing that will hold her and connect her to the base is just this small hole, and I guess it will do since I do have a same experience with my other figures. So let's just test it out if I can remove the weapon. Unfortunately, we can't. I am very excited and waiting for a moment for me to exchange their weapons with Ruby and Wise, just like what I did with Wise Shani holding Ruby Rose, Crescent Rose, or rather Ruby's sight. And like, yeah, so the base, as you can see here, again, it's very wide and looks like a caddis for me. And this is Belladonna's very cute figure. Her hair is very detailed. There is a lot of volume in it, and as for the coloring, it is fine and as usual for each Pop-Up Parade figures. Though I gotta say, I love the gradient feel of her stockings in this part, and the shoes. Wow. And by the way, the weapons are indeed kind of sharp as well, so be careful not to touch it again and again. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, what am I doing? Anyway, the ribbon is very detailed. I'm kind of worried since I thought it would look like it is dropping, or rather it would look like lifeless, but somehow it exceeded my expectations and it did well. So let me just paste her to the base. That is just how you attach it to her base, simply like that. And there you go. Belladonna's figure is done. So let me just bring back my rolling thingy, and there you go. I gotta say, they did improve with a lot of things, especially the props. But the color, I guess it did not show too much on this figure since it is just black and white. But for the stockings, it did well. But in comparison to Wise Shanice's and Ruby Rose figure, I gotta say Ruby's cape really did very well on the painting, or was able to deliver too much life with the costume. But either way, I like how it looks. Belladonna's face is also fantastic. It captures the anime feeling, though Ruby is really not an anime 2D type. It is kind of 3D type, and somehow it was able to replicate it here in this figure. And I'm just happy with the posing, and I'm happy how it is standing well with this kind of base. And Wow, it just looks so great and fantastic. And I have no more words on what to express with this figure since it is pretty much it. And that is a Pop-Up Parade figure. And by the way, this is what the black part looks like. I guess I was not able to show it to you properly, but it has this metallic shine on her back part. And I like that. The block and the weapon is kind of shinier than the rest of the body as well, especially the blade. So yeah, those are pretty much the details that I can tell. And I'm just really happy with it. Unfortunately, unlike the fairy tale characters, we cannot remove the head nor replace the arms and the body. But I guess that would be fine. I'm just kind of sad since I am really wanting to have the experience of changing their bodies and their heads, just like what I did with the fairy tale characters. So now let's proceed and show to you Ruby Rose and Vaishni and how they look like when side to side with one another. So, shing! And there you go, this is what they look like when side to side with one another. And if you are not familiar with the characters of RWBY or the members of RWBY, again, this is the red member, which is the R, and that is Ruby Rose. This is the W member or the white member, which is Vaishni. And of course, the figure that we just reviewed and unboxed for today's video, this is B, the black member, which is Belladonna. All that is missing is the Y or the yellow member, which is Yang Xiaolong, and I am very happy to show it to you guys later. So stay until the end because maybe, who knows, I'll show you what the box of Yang Xiaolong's Pop-Up Parade figure looks like. So now that we are done with seeing how they look like with one another, I'm just happy to see them side to side since they do look so lively. And as you can see here, this is what I've been mentioning. Ruby's cape looks more lively than any of the costumes of Vaishni and Blake. But so far, Vaishni's costume is also fantastic. Belladonna'S lacks the shadowing, but it has that ombre effect, which is good. And by the way, in terms of the hair, Belladonna has that volume added to her hair. As you can see how it floats into the air. And then we have here Vaishni, who so far for me looks livelier than the two. And we have here Ruby Rose, but somehow her red ombre effect of the hair is not too much visible. So yeah, so far so good, though I really just have that expectation where I can remove this headband of Belladonna. And spoiler alert, if you are not updated with the RWBY, maybe I was expecting that I can change that headband into her cat ears, since that would look so cute. Unfortunately, we can't since I guess it is fixed with the hair, but so far so good. And since we are now done with seeing them side to side with one another, let us now proceed with Belladonna's Pop-Up Parade figure Spotlight. Shing! you go, guys. I'm so excited to show you Yang Xiaolong. But before that, I would love to give a big shout out to RWBY Fan. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you guys wanted to be shouted out as well, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And maybe add some comments regarding to what you think about these figures, especially after seeing Belladonna'S spotlight and seeing her up close. Maybe you have some thoughts about her figure, or you are very excited to have her in your collection as well. Was I able to help? Were the dimensions I gave in the spotlight helpful for you in preparing for the figure? And if so, I hope you will just start typing right now and comment it down below, since I would love to interact with all of you guys. And by the way, I hope you like my new setup, wherein I have two cameras right now. One is from the above, or my phone camera that I used previously, and now I'm using my camera, which is the Sony CVE10 that I unboxed and reviewed in my previous video. So if you haven't watched that yet, here is the link. If you haven't watched my review of Ruby Rose and Mystie, wait until the end, since a playlist will direct you to them. And yeah, but if you don't want to wait until the end, this is the link that you are waiting for. So yeah, now that we are done with all the things and the shenanigans and stuff, it's now about time that I show you Yang Xiaolong's box. So here you go. I hope I'm pronouncing everything right, especially with the character's name and the people that I am shouting out. So yeah, do correct me if I am wrong and type it down again in the comment section down below. So here you go. Looks cute, right? I mean, this is Yang Xiaolong that you have to wait for my next RWBY Pop-Up Parade figure unboxing and review video. So I hope you'll stay tuned, and I hope Good Smile Company will produce more RWBY characters, since it's really hard to get those figures of them, since they are just, you know, kind of rare. And I'm very excited for RWBY Volume 9, and just me, maybe I hope you are as well, since yeah, it's kind of rush and volume 8 and kind of left us hanging, and somehow I just really want to be hyped with the volume 9. So yeah, tada! This is tada! This is all the RWBY characters that we have so far. Red, white, blue, wait, red, white, black, and yellow members. So yeah, thank you so much for reaching until the end of this video. And if you guys are interested, I would love to invite you to don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click that bell notification button to get notified for more future videos like this. And of course, maybe in the future, gaming contents and other Shopee Boodle videos. And so yeah, thank you so much, and 1, 2, 3, see ya!